Today was a lot. It's very, very late. The day, it felt like it was going to start off really good. But I guess I was wrong. We went to breakfast and all of a sudden there was shouting from the professor's table, and the headmaster was enraged over something. Absolutely madder than I've ever seen him in my entire existence. It was kind of scary to hear him like that. I was shocked to hear what he had to say next. He told us that he was not born with magic. Instead, infiltrated my own family, the Montclairs, and made his own mark and used borrowed magic to make him into the sorcerer that he is today. So it seemed that there was no relation between us at all. And I took that very badly. Immediately, my entire house turned to comfort me, and instead, I ran. I ran upstairs. I knew that selenite wouldn't be in a room. It was good because I needed my alone time. I just needed a few more minutes. And usually I don't like being alone. It's not something that I'm very interested in. But that news really shook me. I took my time. I looked in the mirror, reminded everyone who they're dealing with. Delphine Montclaire. I knew that I would have to go to class and everything today, so I did. I found my way downstairs. My house was very forthcoming with trying to ensure that I was doing well, which I am more than absolutely so happy about. Eliphas tried to ask me to come and talk to him, and I would not. I couldn't do it yet. It was too fresh. It was too much. He is the reason that I wanted to be a sorcerer so bad. I looked up to him so much because he did so much good, and he stood for so many things that I've always stood for. And then to not have our connection be blood, and for him to be using my family's name, it was absolutely one of the most shocking things I've ever heard. And honestly, could you just take that and keep going? I don't think so. Anyway, dueling class was next. I was a little afraid to do dueling just because there is a lot that goes into dueling, and I was afraid that my own rage would not be something that is safe in that sort of context, because I couldn't stop seeing the headmaster and being upset, and everybody else seemed like they were absolutely okay with everything that he did, and they didn't understand exactly how much it hurt me. I don't even think I should be wearing this anymore, really, because I went to dueling, and I was paired up with Squish for most things, and she's actually a very good dueler. Who would have thought? Somebody that doesn't seem to have a lot of gumption otherwise can have skills that really come through. After our dueling, I got to take a wonderful class with Mags, and it was called Magical Beasts. And there was so many curious creatures walking around, so many things to learn about, so many things that are just absolutely enthralling. And it was a really nice break from things. Because during lunch, all of a sudden, Squish's own mother had come in with a bunch of her students from the school, Skoldamance, which was a magical-based school. All of the creatures that attend that academy are the best of the best non-human-born sorcerers. And they want to take Squish back, which is absolutely unfair. She is one of my closest friends, and I refuse. The headmaster, he proposed that we have a trifecta, which is a big competition between the two schools, and the winner would essentially get to keep Squish. We immediately rallied to the effort. I painted red on my cheeks. It was very, very thrilling. We sprayed wonderful luck potion on every single competitor because we are very good sports. And then we did a magical line dance. called the Macarena for the entire audience. And then I landed in splits because it's something that I think is very fun to do. Apparently, Scolamance won the dance competition, which I felt was absolutely rigged. We won the trivia competition, and then third, up until the very line, we won dueling, with Squish being an excellent dueler. It was very, very refreshing to see. During my potions class, I was actually asked to dance through my friend Abigail for Rory, who apparently isn't making weird faces at me all the time, but rather has a crush on me, which was concerning because just recently she pulled me aside to help check on her ex-girlfriend, and I don't really know how to take it. I am always willing to look at maybe finding someone, but I would be afraid if someone wasn't completely ready to commit to me. There's a lot that goes into being Delphine Montclair, and I wouldn't want to burden someone with that. Since she is such a lovely friend of mine, of course I said yes. It just took me a little bit because of course I was dealing with other things with Elephas, and I eventually had a very nice conversation with him, prodded by Lady Emerald, and he basically said to me that just because we aren't blood doesn't mean that there isn't a very strong connection between us, and that he does see a lot of himself in me, and he still wants me to work on his cause, but he would move forward without me if I was not there. I couldn't answer right away. Of course I wanted to stand up because I do believe so much in the way of the Black Fox, but the way that he garnered my trust was absolutely abysmal. Anyway, the dance was going. We were having a fantastic time, and then the veil dropped, which was more abrupt than I'd assumed it would be. And I almost assumed that I would be there, because it was all I'd ever wanted. But then when I saw Professor Copernicus and all of the Scolamance students, and Nefel, Sir Lasso, who was the dragon, by the way, fall to the ground, and my own heart pinged. I didn't really know what to do. The road to equality is never smooth, I would say. Maybe I was just feeling some empathetic vibes. Nevertheless, as soon as I was able, I changed out of my ball gown, which was absolutely beautiful, and I looked absolutely magnificent. I do recommend, if you're able to see a portrait of that night, I believe it's worth it. I changed. I went to check on things. Lady Emerald was in not a very good state. I didn't feel good myself, and I had sent a letter to my sister earlier that day, letting her know of Elephas's deceit to our family. I had received a letter from my sister. I suppose I could just read it out loud to you because this is my own personal vlog. And my dearest Delphine, the veil torn asunder has sorely delayed this correspondence. The mystic realm is in total chaos. I fear for your safety, but Albion is enchanted. It may be the safest place for you. Know this. Your blood is precious. The properties of our blood have been long contested at length by the magisterium, and lately they have grown more insistent for mine. With the veil down, I know they will go at any length to retrieve it. Be well, my heart. Odelia Montclair. Now, I didn't want to get into petty rumors on this. It's long been contested that the Montclairs have unicorn blood, and I believe that kind of cements the fact that it has been sought after. People really, really want our blood, and as I saw dangers that came with the veil coming down, I knew that equality was that much more important. And I knew that the magisterium in any form is something that I cannot stand for. It risks a lot of things. If I tell the wrong people, I could get blocked in, or the magisterium could come, because I know that they're going to come tomorrow. There's been too many things that have happened from this place that they are waiting. So much of my world has changed. But in the same breath, I know exactly what must be done. And I will fight for evolution with every fiber of my being, because I want everyone to have an equal chance at the opportunities that not everybody's given, especially in the mystic realm. I should probably head to sleep.